Hey guys, Gameboy3800 here once again for Legacy Tech Stories. This is the Behemoth, the Acer Aspire 1700 series. This is a 1705 with a 3.06 GHz Pentium 4, 2 gigs of desktop DDR1 memory, a 120 gigabyte 3.5-inch desktop hard drive original for the system, and a GeForce Go 5600. We're going to power it on, and I'll walk you through the whole thing. We're going to start up in the BIOS. If it'll let me. There we go. Took a second, but we got there. Oh yeah, it's a Pentium 4. I'm using an external microphone because the busted microphone on my Samsung has driven me crazy. And we're going to take a look at what we got here. 3.06 GHz Pentium 4. Hyperthreading. I want to make sure that that is enabled for the best speeds. Is there a way I can change that fan speed? I do not know. It doesn't matter. Only thing I wanted to do was make sure that hyperthreading was on. So, these are incredible machines. They really are. Everything's a desktop part in it except for like the DVD drive. I'm sure if they could fit it, they would. It's so ridiculous, this system. I do have fast memory in it, like very fast for this system. So it may blue screen. Assuming it doesn't though. We'll have a rocking system. So fast too. And the most surprising thing of all of this, it holds a charge. Yep. Original battery, works great. I am pretty sure I got this computer from the eBay site, or UK eBay site, I should say. I'm stupid. Let's go. Let's go ahead, focus on that. Yeah, this is the original background. We also have the original screensaver for this as well. It's a very corny screensaver, it is. I don't know what that was, I'm sorry. I just tried to zoom in and my camera app went spazzo. Settings for this machine: GeForce Go 5600 at a resolution of 1280 at 1024. And somebody corrected me that this is not a 4:3 aspect ratio. It is 5:4. Same thing. Basically a square. A 128 megabyte video card, that's a lot of video RAM for the time. Normally you'd see 64 megas top of the line, right? No fancy schmancy 75 hertz display option. I don't know why it gives the option for 2 monitors here, unless this is like a early dual plane LCD that recognizes this too, which I don't believe is the case. A very stock looking machine. I did that on purpose. We can go ahead and run ourselves an old benchmark. I'll make sure we are running in home office desk mode. And we are. But yeah, that's right. Some of these things just don't work properly. So if I go to Task Manager, you will probably end up finding a funny 3D mark. Yep, there it is. What are you doing? Get out of here. Yeah, one of these benchmarks does work, I promise. That one sounds like it's actually loading, and there we go. I have done this before. Oh, test not run yet. Okay. I guess we will do the benchmark as it is. Now this can take a second, so I'll just pause the video and catch you when it is all completed. But just taking a look at it now, between 70 and 100 FPS or more. All right, I'll see you in a minute. It is all done. It is now singing the song of its people. I'm not sure if you can hear the fan with the external microphone on my head, but trust me, it has gotten louder. It is quick to get quieter though, so that's good. We have a score of 98.21 on these kind of low settings I was running because I just want to get it finished. And yeah, runs good. Let's go ahead and take a look at the system stuff here. Hopefully you can see. Acer on Service Pack 3, Windows XP Home Edition. 3.06 gigahertz, 2 gigs of RAM. Device Manager. Should have a very clean looking thing. GeForce FX 5600 Go. And I have visual settings toned down just so that it loads faster. It doesn't matter though. Let's go ahead and shut it down and take a look on the inside, because you have to see the insides if you haven't already. And now have you lifted up nice and high so you can have an aerial view of the innards of this machine. Alright, so we begin by taking out all the screws on the bottom. It's not too many, really. I believe they are captive, so they don't want to come out that easily, if at all. That one comes out. I'm pretty sure that's the only one, though. Unless I am wrong. That is a high possibility. You can get a preview of this machine's cooling system already, though. Eventually, it'll come right on out. Here we go. And here is the insides. Do these shock you yet? If not, they really should. Let's take a rundown. Let's take a roll count here. Desktop CPU underneath that heatsink. We have upgradable graphics chip over here. That's probably normal, but this isn't. We have desktop DDR1 RAM. Look at that. I did end up breaking off one of the little snappy things on one of these. That might also be why it's unstable sometimes. My bad. And then we have a desktop 3.5-inch hard drive, full IDE. just for the lulz, really. Just to flex, really. This is also how we remove the battery. If we ever needed to remove the battery, I think there's some more screws to undo down here. Or maybe it just comes off now. I am unsure. There is some more screws to undo if we want to remove the battery. I will do that just to say that I have. And this is how we take out the battery. It takes 5 screws. It's not too difficult though. I'll show that again. Once you take out some screws along the edge and one in the center, just kind of falls into place. And then I used a screwdriver to get some leverage to actually disconnect it. Otherwise, just trying to lift it up, where it's not really working that well for me. Try not to shock yourself doing that with the all-metal screwdriver. That won't be good for you. Doesn't seem like it'll be possible because there is a gap there for you to lift it up with. This is as far as I'm going to disassemble it, because that's as much as I see the need to, because just look at it. It's insane. Again, desktop 3.5-inch hard drive, desktop RAM, desktop CPU. It's really all just right there with the money. If you ever need to access the CPU, it would be under some of these screws. It's not hard to do though. Alright, let's get this thing back together. Just to prove that I didn't break anything. That's really the only reason why I'm doing it on video. The weight of this thing is so incredible. I don't know if you can notice the effort I was putting in to lift it there. It was quite something. Let's go ahead. I guess I can leave it up there for now. I'll just move this down. And everything looks like it's still working. I'll make sure hyper-threading is still enabled. Because even though the battery holds a charge, I don't know the CMOS battery does. Hyper-threading still enabled, so I guess it does hold some amount of charge. We have the Acer Aspire 1700 series. This came in the 1700, 1701, 1703, and now this is a 1705. And the difference just is the video card, I'm pretty sure. Now the 1710, that was the next model up, had a 5700 NVIDIA GeForce, and that's the one to go for, but those don't pop up really. So if you can get any in this chassis, even the ones with the base SIS graphics, it's a pretty cool machine to collect. That is going to do it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, you can leave a like, favorite, comment, share, and of course don't forget to subscribe to Legacy Tech Stories for more videos just like this. Thanks, Game Boy. I'll see you all in the future.